Hey guys, on Chaos 105 over here today. Here's my cat. You remember him from the dragon video, Drago Cat. That's what I'm calling him from now. But anyway, today, guys, I told you I'd be doing this. I'm doing my Cyber Dragon deck profile. Now, I tested this deck out. It's pretty stable, actually, with the build. You know, it's not a complete perfect build yet, but I will be trying to update it now that I have Link monsters, so I can probably put in my decks. Okay, anyway, let's start off with our spells. We're running 3 Blood Disc. We're running 3 Cyber Repair Plants, because its effect when a Cyber Dragon, doesn't mean specifically Cyber Dragon, is in your graveyard, you can choose one of the effects to activate. If you have 3 Cyber Dragons in your grave, you can activate both of the effects. So, both of the effects are, one of them is add a light machine from your deck to your hand. So, search out Dry or something. Its other effect, shuffle a light machine in your grave to your deck. So, you can activate the effect. So, yeah, I run triple of that. Next are our destruction of the deck. So, triple evolution burst. What this does, if Cyber Dragon is on the field, the actual Cyber Dragon, when you play this card, destroy a card in the field. Just destroy a card. So, pretty good effect. Can only activate 1 once per turn. Cyber Dragon can't attack when you activate it. But you're just going to be getting rid of it eventually. Now for our fusion spells. 2 Overload Fusion because of the new Chimera text that came out. And Chimera Tech is dark, so what this does, fuse monsters from your special summon 1 dark machine fusion monster from your extra deck by sending the above listed materials from your hand or grave. You can't fuse them from the field, you can only fuse them from your hand or grave, but then they're banished. So, banishing's good. Not really, but in this deck, but, stuff will come back if you have Cyber Dragon or Cyber Network. Yeah. And this is a this is thanks to the Legendary Dragon decks, so, buy them. They're only $30. I got them and they're released, but anyway, let's get back on track. So, Power Bond, fusion, summon a fusion monster, any fusion, from your extra deck. Any fusion, so you can bring out stuff like, you can bring out Cyber Twin Dragon, which everyone goes for instead of Cyber End, and then they gain double of their original attack, so they double their attack. But at the end phase, you take their original attack as damage, so, like, if I summon, Cyber End Dragon here, his attack, 4,000, he'd be at 8,000, but I'd only take 4,000 damage, because that's his first and actual attack. So yeah, you keep the card too. So this is a really good card. Sure, you'll be cutting your life points in half, but who cares? You got an 8,000 attack monster. People don't really know how to get over that. Anyway, 2, Cybernetic Fusion Support. It's a quick play. You pay half your life points to fusion summon a fusion monster. This turn, you can banish monsters on your hand, graveyard, and or your side of the field as fusion materials. You can only activate 1 once per turn. So, and since it's a quick play spell, which is what this lightning mark means. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, the lightning mark. That means if it's face down already and your opponent attacks you, and you have stuff in your grave, hand, or field, just use this. Fuse them all together, create stuff. So yeah, this fusion summons any fusion monster, but you're paying half your life points in the process. So, yeah. Oh, and when I said paying half your life points when you activate Power Bond, I was just exaggerating. It depends on the fusion monster you summon. Like, if you summon Cyber Twin Dragon, you'll take 2,800 damage. But anyway, Future Fusion. So, on the first turn, it basically does nothing. On the second turn, you send the fusion materials in your deck, all the fusion materials from your deck to the grave. Then on your third turn, that fusion monster is summoned. But you must reveal the fusion monster that you're about to summon to your opponent. So, it's pretty good. Now our limited cards in the deck. And I don't mean they're limited on the ban list, I just only run one. So, we run one of Polly, because Polly is good. It fusion summons. Here, the OG, not the OG artwork, what am I freaking saying? But it's an original card that no one really uses. So, well, I have to go. I need to do one thing. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to take care of some stuff. By stuff I mean eating a cookie and arguing about a diet, but anyway, defusion. I guess you can assume what it does when if you have a fusion monster on the field, it's doing nothing for you. Your opponent stopped you from using it. Play defusion. You can activate it on any turn. Like, let's say someone stopped me from using this, and it's on my field. I send it back to the extra deck, then some of the fusion materials I used to make it, like three Cyber Dragons from anywhere. And defusion can work on your opponent's monsters too, so that's a very good thing to take into. I was thinking of getting 2 in this deck, but my cousin, he loves his defusions and his possibility of OTKing. But anyway, I'm not talking about him yet. We did a video that I'm gonna upload. It just stopped. But anyway, Battle Fusion. This card, Zane used it. That's who this deck is based around on. If you don't know him, watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on Yu-Gi-Oh.com to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Zane was the best character. A lot of people loved him. And, this deck is popular because of him. So, yeah. And Zane isn't a real person, he's a character. But, anyway, Battle Fusion. This is a quick play. I'm going over all my quick plays because they're limited in this deck. So, if you have a fusion monster, you control battles an opponent's monster. Activate Battle Fusion. And it's a quick play, so it can be activated on any player's turn. So, if my opponent has 5-headed dragon and I only have Cyber End Dragon, Cyber End Dragon gains 5,000 attack because 5-headed dragon has 5,000. So if your opponent has a strong monster, your fusion monster will gain that card's attack. So, yeah. And you can only activate Battle Fusion once per turn, but this card is essentially a game changer, or it will win. And if you combo it up with limiter removal, which doubles the attack of all machines on your field, you're essentially just winning. Nope. You're out. Deal with it. The bad thing about limiter removal is once you end your turn, all of your machines are gone. And now we're going over our continuous spells. Or, no, not because Future Fusion was one, but they're still limited spells. Machine Assembly Line gives all machines 200 attack. Whenever a machine is destroyed, put 2 junk counters on this card. Then target one machine monster in your graveyard whose level is less than or equal to the number of junk counters that were on this card. Special summon that card. And you place 2 junk counters on this card if a machine is destroyed. But you have to send this card to the grave to use its revival effect, and I find that really useful in times of need. But anyway, for our last spell of the deck, Machina Armor Unit, whenever a machine type monster I control is destroyed, I can summon another machine from my deck that has the same elements and less attack than it. So it has to have the same element, but just less attack. So, it's a pretty good card. It'll annoy your opponent, it'll keep you alive for a few turns. Anyway, we're going over our traps. There's not many. So, Cyber Shadow Garnet, you can activate this on your opponent's turn and only your opponent's turn. This monster has originally 0 attack, but whenever your opponent attacks it with, let's say, Blue Eyes White Dragon, then your Cyber Shadow Garnet gains the attack of Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is 3,000. So yeah, they'll both be destroyed since they have the same attack. Then, if your opponent just chooses not to because they want to keep it, on the end of your opponent's turn, this card goes back face down. So it's like Scrap Iron Scarecrow. If you don't know what that is, I'm not doing that. I'm not telling you. Just look it up online. I'm sorry, I'm tired, I have to do stuff. So yeah, let's go. 2 Cyber Network. Whenever you have Cyber Dragon on your field, any Cyber Dragon, you can banish a light machine from your deck, and banish means take it out of the game forever. But whenever 3 turns, that means 3 of your turns have passed, you can destroy Cyber Network, then summon as many banished light machines from your grave as possible. Like, let's say I have 5, because you can only have 5 monsters on the field. I summon 5 light machines, because I have 5 empty slots. If I only have, it says as possible, so that means, let's say I have 3 machines already, I can only summon 2 of the banished. And yeah, this is a permanent trap, so until you decide to get rid of it on your 3rd turn, and you don't have to get rid of it on your 3rd turn, you could just set out and wait until your opponent is about to kill you, then just use it. Quaking Mirror Force. Guys, I have to take care of something again. I'll be right back. There, guys. I have to take care of urgent business. So what a Quaking Mirror Force does, if your opponent's monster attacks, activate this card. All of your opponent's monsters go face down in defense mode forever. So yeah. Then Drowning Mirror Force. When your opponent declares a direct attack, so you have no monsters, you can't activate this when you have monsters. So they get shuffled back into the deck. All of your opponent's monsters get... Wait, does it say? All of your opponent's monsters that are in attack mode. Storming Air Force, it does... Basically, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, all of your opponent's attack monsters go to the hand. I added this card. It's non-meta, but still, it's pretty good. Trap Hole. Whenever your opponent summons a monster with 1,000 or more attack, you can destroy it. Now our monsters, the main core of the deck, probably. So this is a Cyber Dragon deck, so of course I run triple Cyber Dragon, because whenever your opponent has a monster and you don't, special summon Cyber Dragon. So yeah, he's good. And he's level 5, he has 2,100 attack, so, and his artwork just looks cool. He has cooler artwork, that's his original one, so I'm happy to have that one. Then we run triple of, this is the only other card we run triple of for now, Cyber Dragon Core. Whenever this monster is summoned, you can add a Cyber Spell or Trap to your hand, so I would add Cyber Network or Cyber Shadow Garnet, but he only has 400 attack, and to summon him, he has to be face up in attack mode to count as a summon. and it's only when he's normal summon. So if you don't think if you bring him back from the grave, you can't use this effect. But when he is in the grave and you don't have anything, banish this card, summon a Cyber Dragon from your deck. So a lot of people underestimate him, but he's good. And people will hate me for only running 2 of this. This card is expensive, so just bear with me. Cyber Dragon Dry. Whenever this monster is summoned, all Cyber Dragon monsters you control become level 5. He's only level 4. So he'll get boosted up by 1 level 5. That makes him level 5. It lets me go into Xyz plays, which we'll see in our extra deck. And then to Cyber Phoenix. Whenever this card is summoned, target 1 monster you control. That monster is not affected by spell or trap, so it's basically almost invincible. Except this card only has 1,200 attack, but whenever it's destroyed, you get to draw a card. So yeah, he's pretty good, actually. I run double Cyber Dragon Y because whenever this card is on the field, it gains 300. Whenever this monster attacks, it gains 300 attack until the end of your turn, and you can show your opponent 1 spell card in your hand, and its name becomes Cyber Dragon. Just plain Cyber Dragon, not Cyber Dragon Y. But we run 2 of Cyber Eltonin. Whenever this card is summoned, banish all light machines. This card gains 500 attack for all light machines that were banished. His attack is question mark and question mark, so he doesn't have an original attack value. So yeah, that makes him invincible to a lot of cards. Cyber Valley only has 0 attack and defense, but whenever this card is summoned and your opponent attacks you, you can stop all of their monsters from attacking you by taking this card out of the game forever, and you get to draw a card out of it. So this is pretty good, actually. And we're coming up to our limited monsters in the deck. 1 Proto Cyber Dragon. His name becomes Cyber Dragon. That's his effect. His level stays at 3, but since his name becomes Cyber Dragon, he helps summon a lot of the fusions in this deck. Armored Cyber, and you can equip this to a fusion cyber monster. You can make that monster lose 1,000 attack and destroy a spell card. And then 1 Cyber Dinosaur. Whenever your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon this. 2,500 attack, that's pretty strong. And 1 Machina Fortress. You can special summon this card by discarding the exact amount of you can discard as many monsters from your hand that's whose levels equal his level. So if I send a level 3 and a level 5 monster in this deck, since his level is 8, so I can special summon him. And this effect works when he's in the graveyard, so that's pretty good too. Now our extra deck. Oh jeez, this is gonna take a while. I'm already 18 minutes. Okay. 1 Infinity. I'm bumping this up to 2. I'll trade my cousin almost anything. Cousin, if you're watching this, please, man, just please. And that Galaxy Soldier. He has a Galaxy Soldier that I need. Cyber Dragon Nova. I run 2 of him because I can use Cyber Repair Plant to put Infinity back in the deck. I can summon Nova again. The last Nova, summon Infinity. It's pretty simple. And Infinity, I'm not going to explain what either of these cards do. No one uses Nova's effect. People use Infinity, and I'm not going to explain what these do because I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. 2 of this, Chimera Tech Rampage. This is a fusion, so you use Polymerization. Oh, wait, did it say you don't have to use it? Okay, no, never mind. So, you can destroy. So basically, you fusion summon him by fusing Cyber Dragon with as many other machines as there are. This card has 2,100 attack, but it can attack for as many times as fusion materials were used. So if you fused 5 cards to create it, it can attack 5 times, and that's overpowered. And it can destroy cards up to the amount of how many fusion cards were used to fusion summon it. So if you used 5, like I said, you could destroy all of your opponent's spell or traps. One Chimera Tech Over Dragon. I'm going to explain what he does because he's overpowered and he should be limited or banned at least. And he was, but, you know, people stopped using him. But anyway, he has question mark and question mark attack as well. So that means its attack is based on how many cards you use to fusion summon it, times 800. So if I used 5, its attack would be 4,000. And it can do the same thing as Rampage Dragon, except it doesn't destroy spells. Your opponent can't activate spell or traps when this card attacks. And if this card attacks you 5 times with 4,000 attack, you're done. You're done. This card I use a lot more than anything. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Fusion summon it with machines anywhere on the field. So if your opponent has machines, they're going to create this. He has 0 attack, but his effect makes up for that. Whenever this card gains 1,000 attack for each card used to fusion summon it. If I use 10, because your opponent will have 5, you have 5, and you don't have to use 10. I'm just making up values. This card will have 10,000 attack when you summon it. Then the new card that came out, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, he makes the deck forced to link format. Use 1 Cyber Dragon and extra deck monsters in the extra deck zone in order to summon him. So he can only go, and your opponent's extra deck zone. And I'm not going over link format now. Just hit another video. That'll I forgot his name. Dang it. Oh, TSG Anime, who made a guide on how link format works. And I like his videos, so yeah, go check TSG Anime out for Yu-Gi-Oh information and all that. Anyway, so this card gains 1,200 attack for each card used to fusion summon it, so it's the maximum total it can go up to is 3,600. Oh wait, it gains 1,200. I thought I said 3,600 for each one. But its maximum can go up to 3,600. Then 2 Cyber Twin Dragons. You use 2 Cyber Dragons to create it. This card has 2,100 attack. And this card can attack twice. 2 heads, 2 attacks. Then the 3-headed Cyber Dragon has 4,000 attack. It does piercing damage. What that means is that if your opponent's monster is in defense mode, you're going to take the difference in damage. And this card is 4,000 attack and 2,800 defense. But yeah, so that's it for my Cyber Dragon deck video. I'll hopefully have to redo this deck profile, but yeah. So anyway, that's it. Peace out. I'm probably going to be doing my Magician deck profile next, and that's all of my decks. Yay. So anyway, bye, thanks for watching, and yeah, peace.